Hi, Carol here, and thank you for joining me in my craft room. And I am just going to carry on with this gold leaf so I can get it out for anyone that is wanting to experience this gold leaf technique. Now, last night after I went to bed, I had to go on YouTube and see if I could find some info on this gold leaf. You know, if you're going to give a technique, you should know a tiny bit about it. And I did. Find a site. If you just look up how to gold leaf, I think it pops up there. And no, I put how to Mona Lisa gold kit. And then it came up. Anyway, so I found out a few things that are really informative with the gold leaf. First of all, I'm never going to have gold leaf, 24 karat gold leaf. It is really expensive to get just a tiny bit. But you know, if you're doing some pretty nice woodworking, I suppose it would be great to have that if you could afford it. And I can't afford it because it just takes out of my crafting money. I'm not going to do that for gold leaf. And let me see here. So what I found out, which is really beneficial if you buy this starter kit, and it is, like I said, only, I think it's $9.99, and that's reasonable because just the gold leaf in itself is $9.99. So I was looking in my stash, and because I was looking, well, I wasn't looking for this in my stash. I was looking for I have all of my dies, my flat dies, thinlits, whatever you call them. They're hanging on 3 great big wall hangers with magnet all behind them. So all of my dies are on there. So it's not like I can miss where my die is. And I can't find the one that goes with the topper for the this cannery set. I just can't find it. And so I thought, you know what? It'll just pop up. I'm not going to, maybe it didn't come with one. I don't know. But anyway, so while I was looking for a couple of things, I found that there actually is a gold leaf liquid, and I have it. Surprise, surprise. Are we surprised? I'm not. So there is silver and there is gold. And the only thing, I remember working with this when I first started, you have to really shake it up, when I first started a few years ago, and making cards. And anyway, this is what it looks like. You get it at Michael's, and there's gold and there's silver. My gold is downstairs because I used it on I was refurbishing a china cabinet, and I used it with my rub and buff. Now you can use the wax metallic gold rough and buff to do projects as well. This is beautiful. I did my china cabinet on I distressed the edges with this, and it was a lot of fun. Then there's what comes in the kit, and I found out what this is all about quickly, just so you know. Okay, first of all, it comes with this one. This is called a base coat. Why do you put a base coat on? Well, if you're doing a frame and you don't want the color of the frame to show through, you put this on, and it's kind of like it's like a tar solvent. The oil stay on the top, but it has the consistency of kind of like a tar. I don't know, I can't explain it. But anyway, you put this on so that it, you know, so it doesn't show through the product. Then there's your adhesive. Yes, it has an adhesive, but when I examined this adhesive, it is really liquid. It's like a white liquid, well, it's just liquid, very liquidy, like water, but it's an adhesive. It dries, almost like your liquid pen. And then I found out you can use your liquid pen to do gold leafing. You just write out a name with your liquid pen, let it dry for 10 minutes, and put your gold leaf on, and you can have calligraphy if you do calligraphy, if you want to do place setting mats or whatever. So that was amazing. I'm going to be doing that. And not today though. And then, so you put the adhesive on, say it's a frame, but you have a 20-minute to a half an hour waiting period. We don't have that today. So that's that. Then there is a sealer. This sealer protects larger things, and I suppose small items too. I think I will put this on mine, because if somebody's like looking at it and they're rubbing their hand across it to feel, you know, what it is, because it's such a nice you know, look, it will come off. So it is, I think if you're going to pay $9.99, get the whole kit, and then pay $9.99 for your gold leaf and your gold leaf chips. There's so many other things. When I go to Michael's, I'm going to stock up on that. I really like it. Yes, I'm getting used to this. I haven't even done one, but I'm getting used to it. So anyway, you put your sealer on top. Bonus, know what that's all about. Now, antiquing glaze is a buffing color that if you want to tone the gold down. Simple as that. So there you have it. And then I found out I have gold leaf in the liquid. Fancy that. Maybe laugh. Anyway, so let's go with the card here. My 2 cards that are going out. And I'm going to show you what I have done so far. Now, this one does not even go here. It is going in this other card. So let me put the guts inside so I have it. And we will finish this card today. I don't know how many takes it will take. But anyway, I downloaded that card for you with the little ants. I used flat-back pearls to make the ants. I put Copics over it to make them black. Made little wee tiny ant eyeballs and little legs, and I put my cherries coming out of the can. So I posted on my blog if you want to see it. It's really cute. Ant hill out of paper. I mean, totally a cute little card. I made 4 of them. So I had one that I keep in a binder. I try to keep one of all my cards. Well, I used to do it more than I do now. If it's an intense card, I don't do 2 of them. I take a picture, obviously. So, anywho, let's see where I have come along. I added StazOn metallic gold. I put the gold StazOn ink on it, so it's nicely juicy. And I made up the lids with that. But what I want you to see is I used clear embossing powder on 2, and 2 I didn't. So let me show you the difference. Here is I'm wondering if you can see it. They're both as shiny. One is shinier. Now I'm going to pull my light down like this and see if you can see the difference. This one you can see is shinier, right, with the glossy accents. This has a dull finish, but yet has a shine, see? It's just more dull and not as raised, I would say. So I haven't decided, and this is the one I can't find the die. I don't know if it comes with one, because if it did, you would think I would have it, wouldn't you? But anyway, I keep saying anywho. Let's go on. So I have those ready. I have to fussy cut them for the top of the card. Now, let me move in just a tad. There we go. If I can see where my card's going to be, I can pretty well work on that spot. So let's move my little mat over. I like stamping on this little mouse pad. Let's get it in the frame. Let's move on to the card. And you can see it better. Okay, I can sit down and we can get at her. Now, I'm going to show you how I did these pears. I think you'll like it. I used Stampin' Up! Markers. I used Old Olive and Daffodil Delight. 2 really good pear colors if you're coloring in pears. And then I used 2 Copics. YR24 and 14 in the yellow-red family. This is more of your antique colors in the yellow-red to the browns. I like these. So it's YR24, YR14. And we will color a pair of pears. And let me think. I'll just keep going as we go on. Deb, you are going to see this. I cut out some more pears. You are going to see this gold leafing. So I'm going to put my pears out. I have 4 of them because I'm going to put 2 of them away. I'm going to try 2 techniques on this. Well, let me rephrase that. I had 4. Oh, my shattered nerves, I'm telling you. I don't know. Okay, we'll see. We shall see. All right, so what I've done before I went to bed last night is I did the inside. Okay, so I took that 39-cent, Stampin' Up! Has this on too, this sequin ribbon, and I always get, I probably paid 10 cents even though it says 39 cents. She gives them to me for a real good buy, so I got a whole bundle of them at the thrift store. So I used that, and I went around the card, and ooh, then I used this. This is exactly like Glossy Accents. Arlene's Fabric Fusion Permanent Dry Cleanable. And I'll tell you why that's important. Fabric adhesive. The reason why cleanable is fantastic is if it gets wet on your card and you want to remove it, if you use Glossy Accents, you can't remove it. It leaves a wet, shiny stain. Not that Fabric Fusion. You rub your hand on it like this, it balls up and comes off your card. So that is great to have. And look at the consistency you get compared to Glossy Accents. I have tons of Glossy Accents, so it's not that I don't use it, but now that I found, and this stays white, or clear. I said white before, it stays clear. And it's non-toxic. So that's a good thing, you know. You don't want to get thirsty, and you know what I'm saying, non-toxic. So anyway, I put that around the edges. So it kind of holds the sequins on as well as behind the sequins. I laid down my tag, and then I am going to use Jody's Sticky Stuff Store sticky strips. Now, I'm going to go over this again because this is fabulous. Anybody watching, it is the Sticky Stuff Store. I have told you about this from the time I got it. It is black and white, all shapes and forms of dimensionals. And they're exactly like Stampin' Up! Dimensionals in the sense that they're the same height, 1/16 of an inch. And the only difference is these are super sticky. And they come in all range of sizes and shapes. So visit Jody. You will love it. The sales, you get far more on the roll of of your orange double-sided tape, and you get buy 12, get 1 free. And I can't even tell you the difference in the price. I haven't found a lesser price anywhere than at Jody's store. So I encourage you to go on over to the Sticky Stuff Store and order you some of this. Tell her Carol sent you. She'll leave the light on. So anyway, this is what I did with this. I'm going to set this aside for now. On my card, boy, I have 2 cards going, so it's like I have two of everything, obviously. But let me, oh, here it is. So this is what I'm saying. On this card, front, here's the front. Sorry, there's some, there's some lint or something on here. But what I decided to do to change this up and make it, you're not going to see any of these dots anyway when I get my pears on there. But what I decided to do is put vellum right here. And then I added 2 of the big round Sticky Stuff Store dimensionals, 2 of them on top of each other, because this is going to be lifted up so that my pears and my twine don't touch. Okay, so how I did this is I took the Stampin' Up! Edge dies, and I put one here. I just want to make sure I'm not too close to the camera. One there, and then I just turned it upside down and cut the paper here, like this. And that left me with this inside. The guts of it are right there. And then I ran this through the embossing folder with the Stampin' Up. I don't know what this is. I can't remember it. I'm not going over there. But anyway, you know it always comes to me and I jump out with it. So when you put your vellum is only, you're not going to see it, right? I put it right to the edge and then an inch, half an inch over. So I wanted it to just look different. So with the guts here, I just ran the guts through the embossing folder and lattice, that's it. The lattice embossing folder, Stampin' Up's lattice. Because I thought it kind of went with kitchen, pears, basket weaving. Kind of looked like that to me. So we are going to use that. How you say? I'm glad you asked. This is going to sneak under there. I've already cut it down. Sneak under there like this. I want to have some height on here. So I'm going to put that down like that. And this is where my little letters are going that says you're one of a kind. These little round ones. I got these at the thrift store too in a package of a tin container full of scrapping stuff. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then I am going to take my oval, wherever that went, and it is going to get lifted up. I mean, you only, oh, it's right in front of my eyes. This is going to go underneath. I'm going to raise it up with dimensionals here, and we are going to work on the black. Let me see here. We're going to do this black frame, and that is going to have a saying on it with the white Stampin' Up Whisper White ink on here. Okay, that's where that that's where I cut out the mask for it. So we'll find it when I get to that. All right, so excuse me, let's move on. So what I did was, remember I told you I used that 6x6 double-sided square tape adhesive. Let me just see here. I don't like doing that. I like you to see what I'm using. In case you just jumped into this video, didn't see the other one. It's the adhesive sheets right here. And I just cut out the canning jars. And, oh, you should see, I don't even want to turn to the left because I have 3 projects going out. One I'm going to show you that I'm doing. It's an organizer for a friend. She just got a beautiful craft room that her husband did up for her, and I am going to send her a surprise gift that hopefully she won't watch my video. I am going to show you how to make a carousel using these. This is my next project, using Pringles cans. And not only Pringles cans, I gotta finish the chips in there. The base of it is going to be, I was inspired by this. I have lots of sizes of these. Obviously I do cakes. These Wilton 12-inch bottom cake trays. And these are for 10-inch cakes, but it's still 12 inches circular. So I am going to do her a, like the Clip It All, you know, the base. I'll show you. This, where you store all of your, right there, that black thing right there. And then there's white ones. I have 2 black ones there, and I have 3 white ones over there, and 2 white ones over there. Wow. So anyway, I'm going to make her, to match her room, one of those to store all of her goodies in on her desk out of those different sizes. And I'll have to show you, it's going, I'm sure it's on Pinterest. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure it's everywhere. But I was just thinking about it last night when I went to bed of wanting to do a gift for her craft room, and then that came to mind as I looked over on the side of my bureau, and there was a Pringles can. And I collected them because of doing, in case I found a project I wanted to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And you can join in. So there's the double-sided. Now I got to pull this down. Okay. Can you see there? That looks like water. Because it's not totally clear. Water's not totally clear. It looks like little oxygen bubbles. Okay, so what you do is you just put your sticky tape on your back that you cut out, right, with your die. I just ran that sticky sheet through with my die, and then I peeled it back and I put it on the back of this so that I peeled back the sticky stuff, and then I exposed it so it was sticky, and then I put it in clear embossing powder, just dipped it in, heat set it, and you have those little bubbles and it looks like juice. And when I get my pears on there, I am going to put my little pears on the inside. It's going to look like juice in there. It's so cute. So anyway, that's how you do that. And let's get on, or you could keep it like this and I did this with B quadruple zero Copic, just to add some, can you see that, Copic water? You probably can't because there it is. Just ran some water lines around it. So, either or, tomato, you can use what you want. Now, I wanted my pears. I am going to get to this gold foil. I just want to show you this because it is so cute. I'm going to show you how I did it. Here's how I started out with that pear, and here's the results I got after adding this Arlene's glue last night over top when I colored them to look like a pear. Do you see the shine on that? There, you can almost see it there, that glass, these pears are going to lie on the top of the acetate card right here, or underneath. I haven't decided yet. I was going to put magnets, like a magnet underneath to hold it, but I thought, what are you going to use them for if you magnetize them anyway? So it is going to look like this. Now this shape is almost like a pear shape, right? So your pears are going to like this. Two looking at you. Two looking, two not. There you go. It is going to look like that. And I deeply embedded the shape there when I did the, with my embedded embossing pad, the spongy pad. Okay, so on the acetate, you're going to have those pears. Isn't that sweet? And I already raised up that little flower pot to sit my cannery jar on. And now we are going to I'm going to show you how I colored that pear. Isn't it sweet? Okay, so that's that. Let's set that aside and get to coloring our pear. So you get to know that. That's why I showed you the markers. And then the next thing is, here's the pears, by the way. Here's the Stampin' Up! Pear set. I'm going to show you how I did this. This is the stamp and roll technique using the gumball green and the good night crushed curry, of course. That's the cardstock. So I did that and I embossed it. So I will show you that. That'll take 2 seconds. Let me get a piece of white paper here. Just grab one right out of the garbage, okay? Because I have it all ready. You're just going to take your image, and this is a beautiful image. You're just going to stamp it in your curried ink like this. Then you're going to rock and roll it on your green gumball. Go light to dark. Always light to dark. Okay? and then just roll it how you want the green to appear. Put it down like that, and look at, that's one technique right out of the way. Isn't that sweet? And then you can either use, I don't like the look of using the die, the Thinlit, because for this technique, because of the white around it. I want it to look like a pear, so I'm going to cut it out, all fussy cut it. I like that as a chipboard piece, but not to go inside the can. I need the room also. But that's the rock and roll technique, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I did that, and I did some that weren't. So I did some, where are they? Did I cut them? I must have cut them out. Oh no, here they are. I did one just solid green, then I started experimenting, and you know, pears aren't solid yellow. That's why I got some different colors in there. Okay, let's go on, and I can close these up, and we have to get to that gold leaf thing. I have 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna download this video, and let's just quickly do this pear. You want to take your lightest color, which is the Daffodil Delight, and you want to go over your entire image, okay? Leaving out a circle right there on the left for my highlight. I want my circle highlight on the left-hand side, so I just went around it. Next one, I'm going to take the YR24, the lighter one, and it is going to go pushed out, up. Always, your strokes are always either up or down. Cross. That's the way I do it. I never, unless I'm doing like something I want to look like fur or something. Okay, so you have that, like that. Take your YR14. Was I doing that all by myself? Sorry. Okay, so take the YR14, push it out, and as you let go on your strokes, it won't be as hard at the top. When I do it, I press down and flick. It's the flicking motion. There we are. Take your green, gumball green, and this is my edges. Like that. Then you go back with your yellow. You're Stampin' Up! Yellow. And this one, I more or less flick over top of my spot. Come in now with this, and we are all set to do our gold leafing. There you go. One pear. With 20 seconds left, and then we're going to put some of Glossy Accents or your Arlene's Fabric Tack, and there's the difference between that one and the one that has the glue on it. Have a blessed day.